right. The one thing I have to look up is find music. This episode is 472 now. That's right. We only got two today. But like I said, it's going to be great day for sampling music because of this extra time. I think I'm going to do double the bands I usually do. I usually do 3 or 4, and I'll do 5 or 6.
Cool.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. How this flows. First, I'll start my screen share. Because I take pride that I buy the music I share. You know, I'm not preloading. And I'll just go alphabetical here. The first one is Charles Manson. Charles Manson. And they're from, where are they from? Vancouver, British Columbia, Canadian band.
Oh.
And these albums are from 2018, 2022. And
oh yeah, I see it here.
Fun titles. Believe it or not, they do a remake. This is a remake of Horse with No Name.
Oh.
Which I cannot play, of course, because it's a copyrighted song. They're heavily copyrighted. So I'll play something a little different. Like the first song on there, you see it's called Ted Nugent.
Oh my God. Okay, play it.
Got to hear that, huh? Okay, here goes. And I'll put on the sound share. I'll start in a bit like
it's very stoner metal.
Yeah.
It is. I love it. I love
it. Could have been from the 70s, but no, they're from around the 2020. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. So that was a pleasant find for me. Usually these ones I find that are current, I'll download them from Bandcamp. So that's what I did here. I'll play you this song here. This Cocaine sounds like Phil Ward.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just such an interesting title.
I love it.
The newer album. Let's see if it's any good.
Wow, I can't wait. I can't wait to listen to both of these.
Yeah.
But this Cocaine sounds like Bill Ward, man. And then Ted Nugent, that made me laugh. I was like, okay.
Yeah, they got a sense of humor that doesn't hurt.
You always find such interesting bands that have sense of humor. I've noticed.
Yeah, maybe that's something I like. Yeah. All right. I guess right next door.
Okay.
Is Chuck Van Zyl.
Oh, who is this?
This is electronic music.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
If anything, it's ambient. Yeah, it's ambient.
Oh,
You know, it sets a mood, right? You can just let your mind drift. And the album that I saw first was Regeneration Mode, the one at the bottom, which made
regenerate.
me explore into their
Oh,
catalog, because that was from 1994. That's pretty old, you know. This guy's been at it for quite a while. He's from Philadelphia, and he has a regular
nice.
show there, like every week. I can't remember the name of the show at the moment, but you know, you just put his name Philadelphia, it'll take you to him and
Got it.
your show.
He has a bank
But
camp too.
so every show's recorded, so there's just umpteen shows you can listen to. But these are his albums. Well, actually, that's not true. Memory Space is a proper album from 2010, and Passages is a live one of his weekly live shows from 2023. And this one attracted me because it's one long composition. It's like almost an hour and a half, you know. So I'll start off with something from Regeneration Mode. You know, it's got that lovely 30-minute cut, 11-minute cut by the title cut. We'll go with the title cut. But this one's kind of spacey. See,
Okay.
I'll go into the cut here. All right, so remember it's ambient music. It almost tells a story. All right, you got Sector 001, named after Charlie Zero,
Oh,
and Subspace Fields and Shield Failure. That sounds dynamic, huh? And the
nice.
Automatons, and then Regeneration Mode.
Nice.
It is kind of regenerative, and you listen to it. Okay. I bet I could go over here and be similar. Louder. Yes, that's definitely drift off stuff. That's major drift off, leave the planet type stuff. And then I'll go to this proper album to show you something shorter, even though I like the longer cuts now that I look at it.
When you play that
Yeah.
regeneration mode, it reminded me of William Basinski. The the deterioration loops, almost like that,
Hmm.
but without his crackling. This is just more ambient, and it does take you to some portions of space or alternate versions of space, as what I hear
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to give you a little bit more of that later on, but because I like that's one of the things I enjoy. It's called dark ambience
Mm-hmm.
when you go really into the void. But before we do that, of course, I'll pick the shortest one, which is well, I think that's just a sweet little instrumental, if I remember correctly. Let's see if my memory serves. To start off the album, electronic. Time. Yeah, sounds like time. Right? Big Ben. So this one's less ambient, more electronic. Yeah. So definitely, you want to get lost in a musical thoughts, leave the planet for a while. Music is a great way to meditate, right? You just forget everything,
Mm-hmm.
live in the moment. Scoot down, see if it changes. Oh yeah, stays in its ambient mode. Yeah, so that'll take you somewhere else. Okay, onward to the third one. Yeah. So these just come up in my algorithm because I'm always looking for weird stuff, and so weird stuff comes up in my algorithm, right?
They're the best thing
Uh,
to happen.
Dallas Smith. Wait a minute. No, he's not 21st century, so I got to save him for another show.
Okay.
Um, Dark Desire is Vaporwave. I might save that for another show too.
Mm.
Do Vaporwave because you know what Vaporwave is, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Vaporwave.
Yeah, I got to stay. I'm trying to stay 2020 serious. If I stay 2020s, then I have to do this one at the bottom. It's called "What to Do When Your Scene Is Dead."
Oh, is that the band's name?
That's the band's name. "What to Do When Your Scene Is Dead."
Oh my God, that is okay. I'm all ears. Go
Well,
ahead.
this is a fun little one. Look at those titles,
Puffin
and
Survivor.
they're short,
Mr.
right?
Ass. Oh my
Like,
God.
yeah. The longest one is "There's Nothing Here Worth Dying For." So let's try it.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to go into the song. Oh, it doesn't make a difference in 2 minutes. Yeah, so this is definitely noisy. The song before is called "Discordance Acid." The song after again, "Meditation." And of course, that classic Kingfisher Survivor. Yeah, so that's interesting.
I saved it. I'm never heard of this band, and just by what you playing, I'm hooked. Now I'm really looking. I'm gonna start listening to this today.
Well, this is all they've got, and I'm not sure if it's on Bandcamp.
It is
It
actually.
might.
I just checked right now. It's on
Yeah.
Bandcamp. Yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah.
All right.
Now if it's on Spotify, I'm not sure, but let me check on that too. That's a long title. One.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna share two more
Okay.
because these are from 2024. Oh, but there's one from 2019 too. Oh man, maybe I'll check there.
Yes, Dom. They are available also too on Spotify.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. That's a fun one. It's a fun one. And if you're trying to make CDs, like I like to do, some albums are over 40 minutes, so you need an album that's under 40 minutes to pair with it on a CD.
Mhm.
So it makes a good pair. Alrighty. Should I take it alphabetically? I think I will. This is a weird one. Philiac.
Oh,
Now, Philiac is a suffix, to suffer from something. And
yes.
this particular group is from Spain. So this particular recording, they've done more than one, is actually recorded in Joshua Tree, California.
Really?
Yeah, for the most part. They added other effects later on. And it's only available in cassette.
Oh, I see. I see.
So I had to, and they have it on one side of the cassette because they want you to listen to it all the way through one track.
Really?
It's made up of many parts.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, since I didn't want to buy the cassette, I downloaded it by other means. Sometimes you can Google something and find a link to it. That's a non-conventional link,
Yeah.
not on the services. Anyway, let's see what happens if I skip through this thing. any moods. So they're saying, you gotta listen to it all the way through. That's what they want. Yeah. If anything, I remember in the comments I was saying, if Pink Floyd was still around, they'd make albums like this.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Wheel Wars, wake up. Told you. Pretty foofy. Pretty dependable post-rock. But I like it. Okay, so if you want to hear more, get the album. Well,
Yeah.
actually, get the cassette.
If I
Or-
find it,
or download it by non-means.
if I find it on YouTube, I hopefully, you know how some people like to re-upload it, and
Yeah, there
so
are ways to do that. There are ways to do that. Absolutely.
yeah.
All right, and the last one, because I'm avoiding vaporwave here. Save it for another show.
Okay.
Fuzzy circuits. No, that's not the one. That's what I'm saving for the other show. Oh, okay. Cat out of the bag. No, this one is the one where I said I would go into dark ambient. Now this guy is really interesting. He calls himself Spectral Anomaly.
Oh, I never heard of him.
Well, yeah, there's a good reason you never heard of him. It's because he only posts on YouTube.
Oh, he only posts on YouTube.
Only.
Oh, only.
And he posts every day.
Really?
It
Okay.
seems like every day.
Spectral.
And these are all 2024 here. They're all from like the past week or two. But in my taste runs a little more towards space. So the one that got me jazzed on this was called Artifact, because it reminded me a lot of Vangelis, only a little harder.
Oh, okay.
This is dark dystopian ambient. That's a very good way of putting it. And it's just one, if you can call it a song, it's 1 hour. He always does an hour or 2 hours. So for me, I look at the 1 hour ones because I can put them on a CD. And so I found 2 others I liked almost as much as Artifact, Glacier and Monumental. So each of these is shades of difference in terms of his style. And I even put on YouTube, you can comment, right? I put on YouTube, I told the guy, man, you should put this stuff up on Bandcamp. And he messaged me back. He said, yeah, I'm gonna do that. But he hasn't done it yet.
Oh,
So for now, I look it up almost every day to see if he's on Bandcamp because I want to pay the guy. Anyhow, I got to start up with Artifact.
I now saved it. There.
Go. Strap in. This thing had me going from the start. I dug the sound of it from moment one. This is spacey. Right now, going a bit. He really has a consistent ambience going on here, so this is a way to get lost from the world for an hour, or to do something diabolical, like make a book of poetry with this in the background.
Yep.
This one has a real Vangelis flavor. That's why I like it. It reminds me of 1492, the album that Vangelis did for a movie. Really tasty additions in there. Any Vangelis fan's gonna dig this. That's for sure. Okay, so that, in my opinion, is one of his best works.
I love this, and I am gonna be listening to this Dark Ambient album by Spectral Anomaly, because I've been I have a list of Dark Ambient and other stuff, but this one I'm gonna add it to the list as YouTube, as you recommended, and I'm gonna be playing, of course, with my headphones and while I'm writing.
I want to play a snip of the other two just to give you a heads up that it's not always the same.
Okay.
All right, so I'll go to Monumental, which I think is my
Whoa.
second favorite of these three, if I recall correctly. And in each YouTube entry, he has an essay explaining the piece.
Oh, okay.
In his mind, he's visualizing the movie. He's describing what happens in the movie.
Nice.
Yeah, this guy's an interesting character. Each of these tells a story on YouTube where he writes it. But of course, you don't need that to enjoy the music. Yeah, this one's got a few sounds on it, not as many. Some kind of creature.
Oh, I love that one. I love that one.
Oh man, it really takes you into a dark place. It's wonderful. Could be like that movie. What was that movie? That alien ship hit the Earth and had that
Prometheus?
sound. What was it?
Prometheus?
Well, that's definitely, yeah. Prometheus. I remember that one had a great sound, right? Whatever. There are a couple like that.
Yeah.
Voice. So this one's actually a little more uplifting than the other one. Monumental. Maybe it has a happy ending. All right, and finally, Glacier. Yeah, interesting little tidbits. It really puts you in a movie. This one's a little different. Let's see. Yeah, so it's shades of difference, really. But if you like getting lost in a dark place, this really does it for you. Spectral voices. I can almost imagine moving in your life. Okay, so point made. All right, so we each did 5 today.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that's a feast for you fine music people. Remember, fine music is not just these YouTube videos. We're also a group on Facebook, Fine Music, and feel free to join us and post your finds. We post our finds. You can post your finds, and we can dialogue a little bit, huh? All right, so I hope everybody has a great week. We should have more members next week. Everybody was kind of busy with things. You know, Spencer's back in school. Murray's on tour. Jim had to work. And Fred is in Cape Cod. There you go. So people are out and about this week. So hopefully see you next week. Okay.